My husband is the legal owner of a used car business. He'll be 60 and I'll be X years old this year. We're both ready and willing to blaze into the next season of life and don't see closing the business for at least the next 5 to 10 years. Should he remain in the public for all the licensing requirements and let me move into the private? I don't want to tell you guys what to do, but public and private meld together all the time. I hold a broker's license in my wallet. That doesn't mean, I can't be private as an American. That means I understand contract law and I understand how to fill out applications, keeping my God-given unalienable rights intact. Um, I wouldn't suggest anybody stay in. There's plenty of people, doctors, people that have licenses that we've helped and we show how to operate in the private. Your husband can do the same thing. You just take and bleed those corporations dry, make donations into your private foundations, take the deductions, and you're golden. Everything is structure. Remember what I said at the beginning of this call. Tony Robbins made a claim, very big claim. First time I've ever heard him say it. I've listened to a lot of Tony Robbins. He said in front of his, I guess, mastery class last month, I've never paid taxes. I've never volunteered for that system. He's a billionaire. He owns islands, okay? 100 companies. He knows the game, okay? Disney World knows the game, never paid taxes. Uh, Cops are not allowed without permission on their land. Flat out fact. Uh, Governor has no jurisdiction over their dominion. Fact. So all those higher ups, those guys that are up high, they know the game. They know how to play it. They know how to structure it. We're just showing you guys how to operate in commerce. And we get a lot of those questions and they turn into consultations sometimes, but most of the time people can get their questions answered right here. Just like I wanted to take the time to answer a bunch of questions. And a lot of them, I'll be honest, I didn't agree with, but you had a lot of good questions as well. Um, but it doesn't matter whether I agree with you or not. I mean, we don't need to agree with each other on anything. We just need to find the commonality in what this, is really for in my mind. And if you like that, great. If you don't, you know, there's other people selling other things that don't exist, like state national, like national of the United States, like American national. A lot of people out there selling all that stuff that don't work. Okay. And there's people that are poo-pooing different things um, that do work and that are real. And I have to second guess their intentions for doing that. I have to really look at them now. Um, and all these guys out there that are really millions of followers, hundreds of thousands of views on every single one of their videos, they are misleading people. And I've proven this. You guys have seen my video on that element of national, just the word national. I'm an American national. Oh, you are? Oh, then you're a US citizen. Congratulations. You've signed over for a lesser privilege. It's just crazy. And I know they don't believe that, but it's okay. I did the same stuff. I told everybody this. I did the same stuff. I thought, 8 USC 1101, 821 back in the day, 7, 8 years ago. I thought that was the way to state citizenship and US code. Boy, was I wrong when I got deep into it. I was wrong. There, a minute, I was wrong. And it's okay to be wrong in a learning process. It's okay to have your questions that you asked me tonight because you're learning and you're in a learning process. But I don't want to play games with that whore. I don't want to be a party of anything that whore does. And I want to source everything the whore is claiming to be able to give. And so right now, I don't take anything from anybody. I owe no man. And when just understand something, when you are in use of the benefits of the US citizen, you are a party to and subject to their jurisdiction. And if you don't know how to contract that Siskate V Trust, the BC, and you're using that social security number still trying to be out, there are ways to protect you, but you need to know how to do it. to contract appropriately and to serve certain notices to make sure that you're contracting appropriately. Otherwise, it's going to be used against you on a warrant or indictment if you ever screw up down the road and they want to come after you. So my heart is just to help people to come out, and that's it, not argue with them about anything. Um, I don't need to agree with other people's sentiments, and they don't need to agree with mine. Um, we're going to disagree about a lot of things, but I think the common ground that we all have is we all want freedom for our families. We all want to be out of debt. Um, and that's generally a premise to start from. And we don't need to, get too far off that track, because that's what we do provide in this ministry. We provide freedom for you and your family. There's next level stuff that people are working on all the time. Um, I don't want to take people down the road of next level stuff. It's hard for people to get them to believe that the U.S. citizen is the BC. It's hard. It's hard to get people to just believe that. It's hard to get people to believe that the United States is not the same as the United States of America in law. That alone is hard for people to believe. It's hard for people to believe that we were actually a republic that converted to a corporation, and that we can go back into republic any time by quitting the corp. Those are things that are hard for people to believe. So, I mean, we're we got to work that out first. Once we get those things done through people's minds that those things actually do exist, um, and that they're real, and we do have this opportunity to be out and be free and be a child of God, um, and really, really kind of with a Kevlar vest on, level 5 Kevlar, real thick, where you're bulletproof. Uh, that's huge, and that's why we do this. Is we're proud to free people. But I want to train the minds of people too, because freedom under God is a very, very responsible position. You are very much going to be held account. That's my 2 cents. All right, I'm going to go.